Hi there, students. I've had a question about the phrase, you are understanding. So this question is about stative verbs and when you can use them in continuous tenses. Now, I think stative verbs are a very difficult subject, and I don't have them completely clear in my own mind. But let's see. A stative verb is a verb where nothing changes. The state of being stays the same. So, with the verb to understand, the traditional view is either you understand or you don't understand. And these are two states. It's either black or white. But to me, clearly, there is a part in between where you progress from from not understanding to understanding. So I think you can use the verb to understand when a change is slowly occurring to the way that you understand. So the more details you give me, the more I understand. I've used it as a state there. But you are steadily understanding more and more about this subject. So there is a progressive change in your state of understanding. And that means in this case, understand is not acting as a stative verb. When the process is finished, you understand. Yeah? When the change stops, then it becomes a state. So I am steadily understanding the idea of this concept. You are slowly understanding how this works. You are progressively understanding more and more details. So notice the change in understand. The change is occurring in the understanding of the person, and that's why we're using it in a continuous tense. Let's look at some other stative verbs as well. For example, believe. So either you believe or you don't believe. But is there a point of transition in the middle? So the more he talks about this subject, the more I am believing this is possible. That doesn't sound very good to me. He's steadily believing the doctrine of this faith. I'm not happy with using believe in a continuous tense. And this is why I find it difficult to understand the concept of stative verbs. I think some verbs are much more stative and other verbs are less. And I think understand, I am understanding the change occurs, but either you believe or you don't believe. And I think it's like almost like a switch. It's like opening Schrodinger's box to see if the cat's alive or dead. So let's look at the verb to like. I like this, I don't like this. I am progressively liking this idea more and more. I am slowly liking the situation less and less. And I think here, liking in a continuous tense, yes. To seem, this is a classic stative verb. So, it seems good. It seems bad. This is your opinion. But the situation is progressively seeming more and more positive. It is seeming more and more likely that a peace deal will be made. So notice there is a progression, a change, a steady change in how the situation seems. To smell. That food smells good, but it is steadily smelling worse and worse in this room. So here again we have a change occurring. Now let's look at the verb to have, to own. I think this is one that is either you have something or you don't have it. I don't think there's a change in between. When you go into a shop and buy something, at what moment exactly does it become yours? I can't say I am having a new car. I am owning a new car. You can't use it like this. Notice as well, the verb to have very often is used instead of other verbs, and with this stative thing we need to look at the meaning being used. I'm having a bath, I'm taking a bath. Clearly this is to take, to wash, and that's a verb that you can use in a progressive manner. She's having a baby. She's giving birth. Okay? But she has her baby now. And either she has it or she doesn't have it. The same goes with to own. I own this, I don't own this. No owning in between. And then I thought about to be. This is red. Clearly is here is a state. Either it's red or it's not red. And then I thought, well, maybe something could become redder and redder. It is being redder? No, you can't say that. And very often in this type of case, we use the verb to get. It is getting redder. It is getting more difficult. It is getting more expensive. It is getting easier. And I think very often we use get to be able to use to be, or we used instead of to be, in situations where there is a change in something that seems permanent. Notice as well, he is being rude. He's being friendly. That's clearly being a continuous, but notice the meaning of be here means behaving, to behave, and to behave is an action. Therefore, it's not a problem. So, is understand a stative verb? Well, I would say yes, but 90%, not 100%. Is have a stative verb? Yes, 100%. Is be a stative verb? Yes, 100%. Okay, so it depends on the verbs. Some verbs are more stative than others. And with some verbs, you can clearly see that something is progressively changing. And then I think you can use these stative verbs in a progressive tense. Okay? So good luck with this, because I think it's very difficult. I think also when you use these pseudo-stative verbs in continuous tenses, you need to provide a context that shows a change is taking place, particularly using adverbs like steadily, slowly, progressively, continually. Yeah, and these adverbs give you a framework that show that change is actually taking place. So, do you understand the meaning of the usage of continuous tenses with stative verbs? Well, probably you're progressively understanding it more deeply, but you still have a way to go. So that's my view on it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Stative verbs, progressive tenses. Is understand a stative verb?